Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here with kind of a channel update video. For those of you who have noticed, I've got new artwork here in the corner. It's very hard to point while looking at a camera. I am amazed at the people who have to do that on a daily basis. New watermark, which you probably haven't seen yet because my backlog of videos that I've recorded prior goes up on a scheduled basis, but the watermark will change, but the channel icon and the banner have already changed to this new icon. And I've gotten two questions about it. It's like, one, why did you change? And two, where does this come from? And the answer to question one, why did you change? Mostly just to be unique. I wanted something 100% unique, because when I started on YouTube many years ago, I used the text editor emblem. I used a still from the anime, which I really should not have done because that's a blatant, copyright infringement. As much as I hate talking about copyright infringement, it is. And so after a while, especially when I got partnered with a YouTube network, I need something more original. And so I contacted a friend who I knew did computer graphics. I'm like, what can you do? And they said that they could make a vector art image of it. It's like, okay. It's like it'll be slightly different, but that's what you want. You want it to be just slightly different, but still recognizable. And so I used that for a while. And then the question came up when I ran into problems with Magic Knight being flagged for copyright. The conversation came back up, is it original enough, or is it still too recognizable as this? And it got me thinking. It was still very recognizable, and I kind of wanted that to be recognizable because the show had a huge impact on me. The emblem came from Tekkaman Blade, or Technoman here in the US, and it was a show that really helped define my childhood. It was, it was a very interesting show. For those of you who haven't seen it, I highly recommend checking it out. But this goes into question two. Where does this emblem come from? Well, growing up, I used to do a lot of gaming. Not just video gaming, either console or PC, but tabletop gaming. D&D, Shadowrun, Star Wars, Star Trek. GURPS was really my game of choice because it was very open-ended. You could just do what you want with it. And at the time, my friends and I, we were creating a campaign that we were interested in, but a lot of the things that were peripheral pieces to this campaign were blatantly taken from other aspects, which, it happens. A lot of people base campaigns off of, a story or a book or a movie or something that they are interested in outside of the campaign. And so we had people playing as all sorts of things like Maverick Hunters from Mega Man X, Saiyans from Dragon Ball Z, that sort of thing. Basically anything ripped out of Final Fantasy. So, but we wanted to make unique imagery for it. So the characters were slightly different, again, slightly different but still recognizable. But a lot of the things that we did were for symbols, because the campaign relied very heavily on symbology, were all very unique, designed by all of us. And this image is one that I did, this particular image, and I'm going to have things show up in the background so that you can see like visual aids. This image was one that I drew for it, and it was a part of the campaign for years. We did this campaign for well over 7 years, and it just evolved into a story that another friend of mine collected and wants to turn into another story. And I've often thought about taking this world and turning it into a game myself if I ever, acquire those skills. I've always been interested in creating a collectible card game or trading card game base off of this world, and if I did that, the symbol would be a huge factor in this game, because it was a huge factor in the world that it would be based off of. But unfortunately, my artistic skill kind of ends at sketch outlines. I can't do anything else other than pencil outlines of things. Coloring, 3D, shading, any of that sort of thing is just beyond my skill. And so when the conversation came up of, do you want something a little more original, I thought, well, here's an emblem that I designed that I've been able to do nothing with. So I gave it to a friend of mine, whose husband was a part of this gaming group for a very long time, before they met. So I gave this to her, and I'm like, I have never been able to do anything with this, but your art is amazing. What can you do with it? I want to see what your mind comes up with. And she did a fantastic commission for it. She did several pieces ranging from really intricate and really ornate to more simplistic, and this is the finalized version of it. And you can see it went through, it's very different from what I drew, but it still blew me away that this is my emblem. And just, if I haven't already mentioned, I am plugging her channel, or her Facebook art page. It will be in the description below. I don't remember if I've said that. I've done several takes of this, and I keep screwing up, so I don't remember what I've talked about, what I haven't. So, yeah, confusion. But yes, it was 100% original. It was something that followed my campaign for years, and the name MarauderEX was a part of the campaign as well, or at least Marauder was. And so there were things that I've used for years, and I figure if this is an emblem that would follow me into other future projects that I would do, why should it not be on YouTube as well? Why should it not follow me on this particular presence as opposed to others? So yeah, it's 100% original, which, is more than I can say for my Let's Plays. Not getting into that. Just not. But it's something new, and it's something that was heavily influenced by Tekkaman Blade. I mentioned that this would be my tech setter if I had one. I wish I did. I would love to have superpowers like that, but that's another completely different rant I could go on. But the characters that were very influenced by the characters from these shows, same characters, so I figured their symbology would work well for me. I needed something that, was unique, but still based on and paying homages to these things that influenced me as a kid, and this was it. I love the channel art. I love this. I am sad that I'm retiring the old tech setter, but it's just one of those things that, just in case. It is different, but if I run into this problem on YouTube with the Let's Plays. If someone's like, if someone wants to take you to court over anything, they will take you to court over anything. So it's just that catch-22. But I figure, new year, I want something new. I've changed my appearance slightly. Might as well change the channel a little bit. I'm planning on doing a couple other things, like I'm going to re-update the channel intro trailer for the unsubscribed viewers of my channel. There'll be a new video for that coming up in a little bit. I'm still working on. And I figure if I'm going to change up several things, I might as well, clean house and change what I can. So, new channel art, new watermark, based on an ancient gaming campaign that I would love to turn into another game, that was heavily influenced by the emblem that I used for years, or at least its source material. So, yeah, that's as concise as I can get it, without rambling on, and I'm sure I've probably rambled on a bit too long. This is already longer than I wanted it to be. So, yeah, that's the new channel art. Like I said, her description will be in the video description, bottom, link to her Facebook page, so that you can contact if you want commission work. Like I said, I love the work she's done. I've been hopefully been putting up pieces of it as it's gone through. So yeah, check it out. Go see what you can. It's amazing. If you need artwork done, please don't hesitate to contact her. She does great art, and if I can plug her her talent in any way, oh, sure, she did great work for me. So I'm going to go before I continue to ramble on because it already feels like I have. So I will catch you guys later.